Okay, we're back. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff that's coming up. Maybe not necessarily this show, but some coming up shows, and I'm gonna go over that right now. And okay, on Saturday's show coming up, we're gonna be simulcasting at the same time. Chatterbox Live, and hopefully I'm not gonna get this wrong, Brad. Tech Luster. Did I say it right this time? I should have looked it up again. We kind of done it before. I kind of broadcasted at the same time that I was doing Tech Webcast, which is another show with, of course, Brad. And I think on that show we had Combs, I think, as well. Maybe a few other people. Now, I'm not exactly sure. We might also have Jason from Tech AU. He has a tech blog on the internet, also from Australia. And because that's going to give us more topics to do on his own blog. And to me, it's very important because that's how I get a lot of my news and stuff off of different tech blogs. And I think he also does podcasting. I think I noticed that on there as well. And that's going to be coming up for Saturday's show. And next Wednesday, and let me give you the exact date. That's going to be the 18th of this month of May. We're going to have Mr. Bit 10 from YouTube. I had on the show before. And the reason why I want to have him back, because there's a lot of new stuff that's come out since I had him on the show for last time. And now I know he's a professional. I'm not sure which. I can't remember if he's a developer or whatever. And he does a lot of videos on YouTube about like Mac versus PC, iPhone, Android and stuff. And a lot has changed since the last time I had him on. And we're going to so some of the topics are going to be Apple in the pro market, because a lot of people saying they're going toward mobile devices. And so I want to get his view on that, since he's a professional. He does use some Apple stuff and even some PC stuff. We're going to also talk about Android fragmentation, among other topics. And he's scheduled for next week. I just contacted him, and originally I was trying to get him on today, but actually I think it's better for next week, because I need some more time to develop the topics coming up for that show. And now, occasionally I do, let me see, I think there was something else. Oh, guess not. Now, I also do use some YouTube videos, and I'm probably not going to do this a whole lot. Occasionally I do video responses to other people's videos. Sometimes I enjoy, like, talking in the different communities, whether it be internet forums or YouTube. Okay, I watch other people's, channels, some other broadcasters, and, converse back and forth. And so I'm not going to do it all the time, but there was one particular interesting topic that came up on it, because I kind of had to do with some of the YouTube partners. And I was just kind of nosing around YouTube, and I found this topic, and it was very interesting, because it kind of had to do with, there's actually like 3 or 4 of these YouTube posters, because some of these YouTube partners are doing what these guys in the video say are unethical. And I thought it would be kind of interesting just to talk a little bit about it. And let me get the names. I want to make sure I get the names right. And initially, this was a response on, and actually, I've got some show notes on that too. I want to get the names right. I kind of mix them up. This one particular one had to do with J. William Johnson, and the way he did his videos. Now, he's probably one of the most well-known on YouTube, most popular, and he kind of reviews other viral videos. And initially, I'm not against that, because that's covered under the Fair Use Act. So I could see where there might be some ethical use because he doesn't ask others people's permission to do so. But what I don't like, a lot of stuff that these YouTube partners do are actually against the YouTube rules. While they YouTube lets them get away with it, most of the other less known partners or regular users, they don't, which I think is really unfair. It seems like on the YouTube partners, they allow that to go on just simply because they're making them so much money. And there's some ethical things that they do, like fake. I'll tell you another person, I guess, that supposedly does it as well, which is Shane Dawson, because he also puts, I guess, misleading thumbnails in his videos and titles. And one of them actually had to do with the Lady Gaga or something like that. And he put the Lady Gaga in the background, and it makes it seem as if she's going to be in the video or, something like that. And often I think supposedly he makes a lot of responses in the comments, but he does so to, because I think the more you comment in the comment section, the more yours is going to be shown on the front page. But his are more generic responses, and he just agreed for every response, just trying to hike up his user count or whatever. And it's kind of interesting to see kind of what goes on YouTube. I didn't realize some of this stuff goes on. I'm not saying that some I could see could be ethical, and some is against the YouTube rules, which I don't like. So. And that's kind of why I responded on that one video. I'm not going to say I'm going to be doing a lot of video responses, but I thought it was very interesting. It kind of tells you what goes on in the YouTube universe. I'm probably not going to do it very often because it's so controversial. I don't want to get caught too much in the drama, but occasionally I do some political or, topics as well. Okay, I'm going to be showing this kind of a short 2-minute video. It's not very long, so it won't bore you guys too much. But it has to do... I ordered some additional equipment for one of my main cameras, which is actually this one right here. You can't really see it because it's external to the camera, okay, I made a mistake in the video. I said lens cap. It should be a lens hood. There's a big difference. So, and he said, time I say lens cap, it's a lens hood. And I made the correction in the video later on. And I went ahead and purchased that for the camera, and also an external shotgun mic along with the mount. Because at times, the XLR connection I have on it is really too bulky at times, and the type of microphone was really designed for close-in audio, where the shotgun mic is made for longer range audio, and it's less obtrusive than carrying around all that additional equipment for an XLR. So that just came in today. I figure I show you guys for an update to what's going on in the show, and I'll show you that right now. There's been some changes that I've been making to the, this is the main camera for my Chatterbox Live show streaming, and this is the Sony CX550V, and I've ordered some other things for it because I'm also going to use this as a remote camera for show news clips and stuff outside the studio. And this model is very similar to the Sony XRMC50U, and so these are the accessories are actually from that model, and I just got them in today, and everything fits perfectly. Which the only difference between the two really is this lens cap right here, which is included with the 50U, and the shotgun mic and the high capacity battery, which I didn't order. Now the lens cap right here, I might take quite a bit of video outside, and It kind of protects the lens from direct sunlight, because then you're going to have white balance problems and lens flares. And the shotgun mic, I may not use the XLR mic adapter right here, so you know, I could take that off and it'll still be very much portable with a better type of microphone instead of using the built-in one. Now, let me show you this here. Now, I've got this Beach Tech audio adapter right here, like I said, so I can use XLR for a directional microphone, which I think is got about a 15 to 25 foot lead for a broadcast microphone if I'm going to do interviews or something. And the way I've got it directed right now is there's an auxiliary jack in the back, and I'm hoping, I'm not 100% sure, but I can hopefully use that as an input for the shotgun mic, and possibly even use the XLR at the same time, and or switch off between one or the other. I haven't fully tested it yet, but it seemed to verify it in the instructions. I don't know if I can only use one or the other, but either way it would still work out for me. And like I said, I still need to do some more testing, so I figure I'd just do an update on that right there. Alright, thanks. Whoops, I'm glad I turned that video or audio off, because you would have heard some very bad feedback. Let me put some more corrections in here. I meant to add this in the video and I totally forgot. Now, it didn't come with a windscreen, and I really, where I'm located, I really need a windscreen, because I live in Portland, Texas, which is probably one of the most windiest places in the United States. And for me to take video outside with the wind hitting the mic, you may not even hear the audio very well. So I went ahead and ordered the foam, the windscreen, which didn't come with it. It was extra, and I actually came in today and I put it on there. And another thing, you know, if I also use the tripod with the camera on it outside, I may even have to weigh the tripod down. It's so windy, I'm afraid that camera's going to actually get blown over. Now, I don't know if you guys keep up with another show. It's called PBcast TV, which they have their own website and also broadcast using JTV. And I was on their YouTube channel, well, first originally on their website. Now, I knew they were be getting a camera that's very similar to mine, which is a Sony HXRMC 50U, which I described in the video. And of course, theirs come with, you know, all the everything's included: the lens hood, the shotgun microphone, which I had to buy extra. And so, you know, if you like stuff like that, you can catch their mini review on their website and on YouTube, PBcast TV. And they also use a Blackmagic intensity card, like I do, to input video. And here's the camera right here. Pretty much the same thing for the main camera that you're seeing right now. And I kind of caught their little mini review on both items. I thought it was pretty good. And I'm really getting impressed with their show, probably because since now not just they got two hosts in the same room, I think it's just more exciting. I'm really liking their new show style. And now this next topic is like, you know, I've probably seen it a couple of days ago, and at first there was just a few blurbs on it, and now it's getting a lot bigger. Of course, Microsoft is now buying Skype. That has been confirmed. At first there were some rumors of it, and I think yesterday it was finally confirmed. And initially when I heard this, I was a little bit worried, because I've seen some of the things that Microsoft has done in the past, which was a little bit shady. Now, the last few years, I like Microsoft better as a company. Of course, I was worried what they're going to do on the Mac and Linux versions of Skype. I could see initially I could see some things that could be good or bad. And on the bad side, I could see that Mac and Linux versions initially get dropped. But according to the news reports, they are going to support Mac and Linux. Of course, they could say that, but it could also mean that probably Microsoft, of course, is going to get priority, and it could be just the same thing the way the Mac and Linux versions are treated right now, because of course with version 5 of Mac or of Skype on Mac, it's just so bad, and I actually had to downgrade to version 2.8. But on the upside, I think it can be a good thing, because Microsoft is a very big company. It seems, Skype has been doing okay the last few years. But I'm thinking perhaps if Microsoft has it, I think it will improve. But we'll see. Just because they say they are doesn't mean that's the way it's going to be. And yeah, because I have to also think what Skype means as a broadcaster, because it's very important for me. That's how I Skype audio and video in for guests for my show and communication and things like that. And cross-platform is very important, because if I can't use Skype on Mac, then I have to choose another VoIP that's available on Windows, Linux, and Mac, if all possible. And it was an $8 billion deal. And I was kind of wondering maybe why they were doing that. And some people were saying that they actually have like 8 million kind of like subscribers, where they're paying for Skype out to phones and things, and for their services. So some people were wondering if they were doing it for that reason. I think it's really a combination of reasons. Perhaps paying members, yes. Another thing what I think they're going to do is integrate it more into the Microsoft operating system on the VoIP side. I think they're also going to integrate it in the Xbox system using Kinect. That's another possibility. And well, even though I like Microsoft better within recent years, I wish they would innovate more. I think it seems like they're using their operating system as their main source of income, and you can't really, you can, but as a company, you really need to expand in other markets, which they have. Console gaming, which is great. But it seems like now what they do, instead of innovating, they buy companies that's already well established with their technology. Then they buy them out instead of trying to, come out with our own ideas. Now, Apple's done the same thing. They buy out smaller companies, but those are the ones that have been well established yet in their technology. But Apple wants to integrate it into them. But they still had the forethought to think way ahead how that will eventually help them out. So I think that's kind of the difference between, for instance, Apple and Microsoft, the way they think things on their innovation. And now, so reportedly, some people thinking maybe they're going to put ads in it. I'm not sure. I don't know. As long as they keep the Skype open for all operating systems, I'm not against it, as long as it's not intrusive. And like I said, it's really too early to tell until, perhaps 6 months to a year down the road, how that's going to turn out. And I think that's pretty much on that one. What do you guys think? Do you think Microsoft taking over Skype is a good thing? Is it going to be a bad thing, or it's just, going to be the same? Yeah, I think it's a bit early to tell. I think it's a good thing. Now, it's funny that I was on YouTube and I did watch a YouTube video by Bruce Naylor on the Frugal Tech, and it was funny. He was doing that. He put that YouTube video right before I told him I was going to do a topic for today, and I think he said that he could see it as being a good thing as well, and I guess it's still early to tell yet, and I think we're going to see within this 6 months how it's going to go. Perhaps. The Mac users definitely need a new version. How about you Linux users on your version? Well, I still like the Linux version better than the Mac version 5. So. And I know recently they have improved it for Linux. Usually Linux is the last one that gets all the good stuff. The updates and upgrades. Supposedly it can support like HD video, I think, with Linux, maybe. I'm not sure all the different... since I haven't used it for a while on Linux. And let me see, we still got Carla Brown in there? Oh, no, not Carla Brown, Brad. Because I kind of run out of topics, but it almost lasted about 30 minutes. Now, I think we were going to have you come on in, because I know we got the Boxy Box has some updates. I think it went to version 1.1, I think that's what it was. And maybe talk a little bit about Tech AU. Hopefully we're going to have... them come out as guests on Saturday's show. Let me go ahead and start up Skype first. And that's the funky. Yeah, version 2.8. Yeah, not version 5. That sucks big time. A Boxy Box. Boxy Box is kind of like a multimedia device designed for your living room, so you can get Netflix, YouTube videos, and things like that. And often you can use wireless, like wireless and... How you doing, Brad?
Hey, what's up, Steve?
I kind of ran out of topics a little bit earlier than I thought, so I figure because we were planning on have you come on here and tell us the new changes in the Boxy Box. Actually, some